Hello and good morning. It's currently 5:36 a.m. on Monday, January 22nd. I really want to have a good day today. I feel like I've been slacking in taking care of myself again. This happens often, especially when I'm feeling kind of like slow and unmotivated, I guess, which tends to happen in the winter. But I want to have a good day today, and I am going to have a good day today. I feel like when I start my day with movement and or exercise and also getting out of the house as quickly as possible, those are two things that are very important for me to set my day up for success, basically. So it's 5:37 now. I'm having a little bit of instant oatmeal, and then I am going to go to a hot yoga class. Hot yoga is something that I really like to do in the winter in Canada just because it's so cold that it's really nice to go somewhere where it's 30 plus degrees for once in, the course of 6 to 8 months, depending on how long the winter is. Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about some ways that I try to nourish my creativity and set myself up to have good days. And we're going to start that with the movement and getting out of the house, even though I can hear the rain. I know it's raining out there. I'm out of yoga. It's still not light out. I also wanted to mention that just to preface this video, I know I just got up at 5:30, and for me, I really enjoy early mornings, but I just want to remind everyone that you don't need to get up early to be productive or have a good day. Some people get up at 5, some people get up at 7 or 8, some people get up at 1 p.m. and they still have very productive days, and they're much happier doing that. So it really is about what makes you happy and what makes you feel the most energetic and the most aligned. So there's no pressure. But I'm just on my way home because I need some food. Just before we get into the rest of the video, I wanted to mention the partner of the video, which is Ana Luisa. I've worked with them countless times. I pretty much exclusively wear their jewelry, including everything that I'm wearing right now is from Ana Luisa. They are a fine jewelry brand that still has pretty affordable prices, especially considering the quality of what they're creating. Now, I'm quite sensitive to metals in jewelry, so everything that I'm wearing right now is gold plated, and pretty much everything that they have is gold plated or fully gold, or they also have silver pieces as well, which are hypoallergenic. They are also a fairly sustainable company, and they are working towards sustainability goals, and they have a lot of transparency on their website around that, which is very important to me. I'm trying to move away from buying fast fashion from places that just don't even put an effort into making their processes sustainable and more ethical. So it is really nice to work with a company that genuinely seems to care about those things. So this time around, I got 3 sets of earrings from them. We know how I love my earrings, including these ones that are the tortoiseshell ones. And then I also got both of the pieces that I am wearing right now. I have these beautiful celestial little mini hoops. One of them is a moon, one of them is a star. And my favorite piece from this time around is these beautiful green earrings. They're basically a gold, kind of thick gold hoop, and then a chunk of green stone hanging off the bottom. And I like them because they are called the Kayla earrings. So that's very exciting. Even when they reached out to me for partnership, I was like, is there a chance that I can do the Kayla earrings? Because I just feel like it fits, and I also love them. This is definitely a style that I would gravitate towards anyways, and then I saw it was named Kayla, and I was like, that's it. I will leave them linked down below. They are also going to be having a Valentine's kind of self-love, big love sale at the beginning of February. So if you're interested, please feel free to check them out. I will leave them linked down below. Always a pleasure working with them. I'm also trying to regularly change up where I'm working because I find if I work in one place all the time, it doesn't work super well for me, especially if that one place is my bedroom, which is where I want to be able to go to relax and be creative and not necessarily work. So today I've decided to come up to the sanctuary to work. I will admit I had a half-hour nap. I'm not used to getting up at 5:30 in the morning. I just needed like a quick half-hour nap because I'm also trying to avoid coffee. I just find that it has really been spiking my anxiety lately, so I'm trying to avoid it. So I decided to take a nap instead and make a matcha. So I made a matcha latte with lion's mane and ashwagandha and coconut oil, oat milk. There's something else in there that's supposed to be good for focus, but I forget what it is. And yeah, I've come up to the sanctuary to work today. We basically have, it's like a room that, it's pretty small. It could be a bedroom, but it's fairly small. And it's kind of just got a bunch of plants and books and stuff. And the idea of the sanctuary is that like you can come up here and kind of shut the door and like have privacy. People come up and like do yoga and meditate up here. Some people have like come up and had work days up here before, which is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I have a few more hours of work to do, but I can honestly say that I already feel a bit better that I am not in my room trying to get it done. Another way that I really like to kind of nurture my creativity, that this might not be for everyone, but for me, this is a really important part of kind of inspiring myself creatively and making sure that I am continuing to create, even when I'm not feeling super inspired. So when I don't necessarily feel overly inspired to write, for example, I will try a different type of creativity or a different type of art or just a different type of creative outlet. I feel like there are some people that kind of have one creative outlet that they really, really love and their whole heart and soul is in that, and that's what they stick to all the time, which is amazing, but it's not my reality. For me, I love exploring other avenues of creativity and I love trying other outlets of creativity. And I find that if I'm struggling in one area of creativity, for example, if I'm really struggling with my writing, it helps immensely to try something else, to try another form of creation of art. That is something that will not only fulfill me creatively, but it usually will unblock the other areas of creativity if I'm having blocks in those areas. So sometimes if I'm struggling to work on Between the Waves, for example, my fantasy novel, I will switch over to poetry instead, or I will do some drawing, or I will pick up my poor guitar that doesn't get used nearly often enough. So because Between the Waves, the manuscript, is currently out with an editor, and I'm just waiting for feedback from that for another week or two, I think, there are some other things that I have been focusing on, one of which is kind of cinematography in general. I really want to improve my videography skills and my visual storytelling skills in this medium. And I was walking yesterday, going on one of my wonderful walks, which also helps my creativity. And we have those little free libraries, and I found this, which sounds really cool. It's a textbook called Directing the Documentary. So obviously it is about directing documentaries, which is something that I've always been interested in, but that spark has definitely been reignited lately just because I know that I want to improve my storytelling through videography. So when I saw this in the little free library, I definitely picked it up. The other thing that I'm gonna try to kind of expand my creativity, something that I felt the spark a little bit reignited for, is photography, which was one of my first loves. When I got my first camera, I was doing a mix between videography and photography, but I really kind of started with photography and I really enjoyed that. And I was just on Pinterest the other day browsing, as you do, and I came across a 30-day photography challenge that I think I'm just gonna dive into next month. I'll put it up here so that you can see. And I don't know, I read through the prompts and I was like, this seems fun, and it seems like this gives me a kind of a prompt to develop my creativity in that area again, and to kind of like explore that avenue of creativity again. I would honestly say that there's like 3 main ways that I kind of nurture my creativity that works really well for me. That first way being just going on walks and getting out in nature. That is massive for me. Even if you live in the city, just go for a walk, find a patch of grass, walk around, don't take your phone or don't listen to music or anything, and just like absorb the world around you. I find that super helpful, not only for my creativity, but also just for my stress levels in general. I will also obviously explore other creative avenues, especially when I'm feeling blocked. And just in general, I am a very multi-interested creative, I guess. So exploring other outlets of creativity is really, really important for me. And then I feel like the third thing is just taking care of my meat suit. It always sounds vulgar when you call it a meat suit, but genuinely, I feel like we live in this incredibly complex living system, but at the same time, in order to take care of it, it's actually pretty simple, and it's things that we just don't do often enough. Things like getting enough sleep, making sure that you're fueling yourself through the food that you eat, making sure that you're getting exercise and movement in to keep your body healthy, making sure that you're drinking enough water. Like, I feel like even though the human body feels so complex to us sometimes, there's a handful of really simple actions and practices that if you do make them practices, you just feel so much better. And when I've taken care of myself physically, my physical body, it is always better for my mental health and my creativity. So that's really, really important for me. I just wanted to mention again that this video is partnered with Ana Luisa. I will leave the link to their jewelry down below, and they will be having their Big Love sale at the beginning of February, so that is exciting. I will leave links down below for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of vlog style video. I think I want to go more into depth on how to really cultivate creativity and kind of allow yourself and your creativity to grow and how to help it thrive. That's something that I've really been spending a lot of time focusing on lately, so I think I will have a video like that coming soon. But I hope that you all enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smile, and I will see you in the next one.